Hey, what's up? How are you? Let's do a reading. The Unveiled Tarot. We are on the brink of 2026. Let's do past, present, future. Get a reading. Let's go. Current energy. I love this deck. It's so fun. All right. 2026. It is the New Year's Eve. One card, please, for 2025. Past, present, future. What can we share? Three of Wands. 2025 was a building year. A lot of deconstruction for that building. This is a card of waiting. So if you feel like something about the last year like didn't set right, didn't settle right, didn't end well, stay open, optimistic. I would say stay thoughtful, patient. This is definitely a patience card. It is manifestation though. The wands are manifestation. Past. Okay, Three of Wands. So maybe you feel like you've been on hold. Someone's put you on hold. You could feel like, yeah, there's just a feeling of being stagnant and being stuck, being trapped even. But what I want to say is like everything is going according to plan. It's a greater plan. You maybe not be privy to the plan. But things are always working out for you behind the scenes, especially if you believe so. I will say the Three of Wands makes me feel like year 2025 was also very active and transformative. There's like a new shape or a new form that you have. You are different. Things have changed. Maybe it feels like a downgrade. Maybe it's actually an upgrade. Maybe it's a pause. I got that in the last reading. I couldn't quite articulate it well in the reading, but yellow light, pause. That there's a lot of magic that happens in the pause. Anything can happen, right? From that pause. You can gas, you can brake, you can think in the pause. So I think 2025 was a pause for a lot of people. Not that a lot of amazing things didn't happen. People started new businesses. It was an awakening year, I feel like. But this 2026 is going to be different. It is going to be different. Okay, current energy. So with that being said, that was 2025. Where are we sitting right now? We've spoken a bit here. We've had a few words, and I love this freaking card. This is the Queen of Swords, and I'm actually going to read it because I haven't read it from the book yet, and I have been wanting to. I think that it's okay. Let me just say what I say, and then we'll read it. But Queen of Swords often comes off as cold-hearted, unemotional, maybe unresponsive. It can feel like a brick wall. It can feel like you can't get through to this person. But I want to say that there's more than meets the eye to you or to this moment, wherever you are right now. I feel like the way these cards are designed, it's so neat, is it leaves lots, it has like opened up my imagination again about tarot reading, just because of the dichotomy in every single card. So we have everything regal, bright, secure, solid. This is a very solid Queen of Swords. And underneath it all, underneath the veil, there's literally sadness, or it very much seems like maybe it's sadness, maybe it's defeat, maybe it's just being tired of the same old, or going with some type of status quo, having to mask oneself constantly. There's an unveiling that has taken place for everybody in this year of the snake. You would have had to have spent a lot of time in solitude, but if you're not alone because of a lot of people in your world, right? A lot of activity, a lot of kids, a lot of connections, big family. You felt alone, or there was a transformation alone, like psychologically, in your head, in your heart, in your mind. It's not that it wasn't visible, or you haven't been working together as a team with certain individuals, family, community, friends. You could be surrounded by people and still feel alone in a way. So that's what I get for the current energy right now. I will draw your attention to the regality of this card. It feels like very regal. It feels very, like I said, it feels solid, and it's an air sign. So more fixed earth energy, more Aquarian energy, more I know, I trust, I believe, I sit and I stand on my values, my traditions, yeah, there was a like a honing or sharpening to you, the querent, this year. That's what this energy is right here in the current energy. Beautiful. Okay, let me read it from the book though. I am curious to see like how it describes it. Those are just the feelings I get from looking at it with you guys right here, right now. We have Queen of Swords. You have clarity of thought and the ability to judge a situation without sentiment or emotion. These qualities have put you in a position of respect and responsibility. Your intellect serves you well, but if you deny all emotions, people will begin to see you as lacking some key component, detached from the world at large. Ooh, that is such a good read. That makes deep sense, I want to say. I definitely am trying, like, in this reality, I think I even said it in the last reading, like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know how I show up, like, as a tarot reader, it's because of so many changes that have happened behind the scenes. And I do realize that there's like a certain level of detachment that I have that's like kind of too much to where I have to connect better. Again, I've been talking about it. I just still don't even know how it looks, but I know that I'm different, and I know I'm moving different, and everything is just a matter of time. Oh, here we go. So past year 2025, current Queen of Swords. There has been a lot of waiting, a lot of wanting, a desire to manifest. There is a huge desire to manifest. I love that. I totally believe in you, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and the work you've been doing up to this point to care about yourself as an individual, but also care about community and leadership as a whole. A queen is in charge of souls, children, groups of people, influence, management, hierarchy. To me, you've risen to the occasion. You are it, you are her. Is there more work to do? Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be a point to life, you know what I mean? So, okay, so with that being said, Spirit, can you show us 2026? Can you give us a card? Can you give us a word? I think I'm going to read it straight from the book when it comes out. We'll see what it is, but I just want to, okay, 2026. Brrr, let's see. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Interesting thing about this card in particular is that it's an additional card. It's an extra card. I think there's 2 or 3 extra cards in this deck. A classic tarot deck is 78. Classic Rider-Waite is 78 cards. The Mob is an additional card. Let's read it because I haven't read it, and I don't even know where to find it in here. That's not what I felt like the word would be, but okay. So let's see. The Mob. It does make, okay. The Mob. Exclusive card. A feeling bubbles deep down inside, and you've found some others who have it too. You are not alone. You are no longer individuals. You are a mass, a movement, a revolution. But who are these people you're running with? Was it truly the same feeling that brought them here, or was it something else? But there's no time to think. This is a new and unstoppable beast running wild. The strength of the monster is intoxicating, and you feel the power pumping through your veins. And then you realize no one's controlling this animal, and it doesn't care who gets hurt. The beast feeds on wild emotions, anger, fear, and pride. The beast is never satisfied, and storming the castle won't be enough. The actions of this creature will not bring joy or calm, only disappointment, shame, and regret. Only disappointment, shame, and regret. Remember to use your head as much as your heart, and power every move with strong intent, so you are never simply dragged along. Ask yourself whether you are still doing this for the sake of your cause or simply because you are unable to abandon the fight. Gives me a lot of truth feelings, right? Truth. Year of the Fire Horse. It's a 10-year, which goes down to a 1 year. So this is an accumulation of knowledge. The Fire Horse makes me think of Sagittarius. Sagittarius makes me think of, too, it can be like, it's what we believe. It's our belief system. It's how we preach it, how we share it, how we don't share it. Whatever your personal Sag placement is how you want to express that. Passion, excitement, and getting carried away by the mob. I honestly, I feel like there's nothing more dangerous than a group of people. I would even go so far as to say I have kind of like a phobia or a fear of groups of people. I never knew it, but because I used to force myself to go into certain situations, a concert, whatever. You play sports, you watch sports. But I just never realized that I kind of like, and it is because a group can turn on you so fast, or like that saying I really like that's popular right now. It talks about how it's talking about the group or the mob or the crowd, and it's saying, I don't mind your boos, I've seen what you've cheered for. All of that. It's coming to a header, it's coming to fruition. To me, the vibe I feel, or maybe that's just the frequency I feel like I'm on, and maybe you're on it too because you're here, but to me this is saying, like, because it's so red and then this is blue, it's like saying I'm willing to be different, I'm willing to think for myself, I'm willing to, like, a lot of people are just coming to, it's a new level of awakening or understanding about whatever it is that you need to at this point in time in your personal development, in your personal journey, in your life, in your soul's contract into why you came here. I hope and believe that a lot of us are coming to our senses about some things. It's a really big ego death to be fooled. We don't like to be fooled. Okay. That kind of like, to me, that made a question mark for everything because I don't know how to explain it. To me, it's like story question mark now in this reading. And I thought I had such an idea about how the year would look. I will say that this indicates speed. It indicates movement still, which goes along with the themes of the Fire Horse. The element of fire, how quickly it spreads, how warm it is, how passionate it is, how dangerous it is, all of that. Sagittarius is the only sign in the zodiac that carries a weapon. The year of the horse, it kind of again, a horse is so powerful it could kill you by walking on you, it could throw you, it could drop you, it could take you to places you've never been before. It's so diverse and it will be different for each of us. I feel like I want to get one more card though. Let's get one more card, Spirit. Okay. That's just me being curious, I guess. Okie dokie. The Hierophant. I like this. That's again, fixed earth, right? This to me is like like mutable fire. And this is fixed earth. So there's a dash of sanity, there's a dash of stability, there's a dash of routine that will save you, there's a dash of self-love and self-commitment that will save you, there's a dash of worship that you give, ritual that you do that will save you. Don't get me wrong, I think the whole point of everything right now is to save yourself. It's not even it's to save yourself. Not to be selfish, but it's to empower you to know that you can save yourself, to know that you can think for yourself, to know that you can move different, be different. 2026, there is abundance on the table. There is confidence, there is security, there is commitment, and I also want to say loyalty. There's commitment and loyalty. It is completely possible. Even this card, even though it talks about stability to the nth degree, this wild man in the center, though, to me indicates like the shift from a certain structure to maybe something more natural, something being more in tune with nature. It makes me think of, instead of going to the church to pray, it's going to the woods to pray. There's a opportunity to change. It's just change. And maybe you've always done the woods and you need a little more structure, and you can appreciate the sacred geometry in the churches and the tundras and the sounds and the echoes and the instruments and the bells, so like it's whatever you need it to be. But there's mobility, there's surprises, there's passion and fire, and there is stability. We have everything that we need to move forward in this next chapter. I even want to say like the spiritual, like authority. It's your own self spiritual authority. It's finding your own, being your own authority in a way that respects all life, all walks of life, community. We really are in this very singular, this very hermit kind of reality. And I really believe we came to this earth to participate, and that includes relating. And even for somebody who likes to do tarot and reads, and there's I'm a Pisces moon vibes, like I need my solitude. Yes, that's true, but we came to this reality to coexist, to co-create. And the pluses and minuses, the frustrations and the support, all of these things we get to recreate, redo, keep doing, stop doing. It's unique to you. This is a playground. This is a playground. Not going to be easy. You might feel like you're standing alone. You might feel like you have to wear a mask at certain times, or, put on a brave face. But that's okay. All things in moderation. That's it. All things in moderation. Okay. That's it. That's the reading. We'll see how much we get to post. Okay, bye.